Yeah, I know that you are one of the most successful person in investing. This must be one of your most successful calls as well during this COVID period. How did you take that call and when did you decide that you really want to bet in the market this time?
See, I don't know what comes in my mind and how and why it comes. So I can't gather the reasons.
No, I'm just...
But you know, when there is extreme, in May there was extreme fear in the market. And I knew of 3-4 cash shares. In Tata Communication, there was a deal of 90 lakh shares at 235. And in 1 month, the stock was 800, 900. So what is the typical bottom where a huge volume takes place and the stock just bounces off? So there were 5-6 instances like this. And the fear was at the highest and the valuation was unbelievable. Telco had a market cap of 25,000 crores with 3 lakh crores of sales. I thought the bet is absolutely in my favor.
Sure.
So there's so much panic and market is showing exactly opposite and the highest level of disbelief.
Sure.
So, and then, you know, people think very smart, but we are also guided by how markets react.
Sure.
And the market was just refusing to go down.
Sure. So, all these years, you've only spoken about judging the market in a broad sense and then taking a view. You know, can you just, you know, run all the viewers who are watching you today, how do you actually take that broad sense of the market? Because knowing you for 25 years, if I have to put only one strength of yours, it will be that you have such a phenomenal broad sense of what is happening around in the market.
The question is, I mean, with the 35 years of experience in the stock markets, we have some idea of companies.
Sure.
You know, I think every company in the Nifty I have owned sometimes or I've short sold sometimes.
Sure.
So I have some idea.
Absolutely.
Then we keep ourselves aware of what's happening around India and internationally.
Sure.
Right? And then we see price movement.
Sure.
And you know, my behavioral science is just people's reaction.
Sure.
If I go to a cocktail party in the evening and nobody's talking about the stock market is up.
Sure.
I know people are not participating.
Sure.
And you know, markets can sometimes be very treacherous.
Sure.
But they are the way they are. We have to accept them. We can't change them.
Sure.
Right? So that is how we judge. And Madhu, you know, we have no formalized formulas, no algorithms.
Yeah.
The only rule is there are no rules.
Sure.
So it comes from a mind, and I can't reason why it comes. But the thought comes, the understanding comes.
Sure. Thank you so much. Nikunj.
Right, you know, I'm in Delhi, but I will use the Mumbai example here. And this is just for the benefit of our viewers, people present here, people who will be watching this interview a little later on. If this bull market, Mr. Jhunjhunwala, is like a train journey, and the train starts from Churchgate and goes to Borivali, 1 year into this bull market, where has the bull market reached?
We have reached Churni Road. This is a station next to Churchgate. No, because we are underestimating two things, I think. The potentiality and the reality of what India's growth is going to be. And second is, we are a country where, you know, $750 billion is saved. What is the money which is coming into equity? Yeah. And what are the alternative investments? So the kind of, and you remember one thing, that gain produces more gain and more investment. And if you look at the worldwide situation, where is this kind of growth possible? And with the interest rates being what they are abroad, you know, for a 5% return in dollar terms, a phenomenal return.
Sure.
And I don't see any rise in interest rates in America, you know, in inflation in America beyond 2%. The Bank of Japan keeps on printing money, but there's no inflation. And if there's no inflation, then in these aging societies, then how is interest is going to go? So I think there's so much growth to come and so much capital to come. I hope and I think, you know, हिंदी पिक्चर में बोलते हैं ना कि दुल्हन को बुलाओ, क्या मुहूर्त का समय हो गया है, तो ऐसे ही बात है कि अब इंडिया का मुहूर्त हो गया है.